Mangibulise nina izizukulu zase-Azania. You, the great children of the Bantu people, Bantu, Batu. You, the great children of the Batonga people. You, people of the different Nguni tribes. I want to speak about something today, but my concern is that sometimes when this type of message that I have today is spoken, it reaches the ears but never arrives to the heart and the mind. So I'm going to ask you to do something for me today. I'm going to ask you to come with an open mind while I give this serious message to the African people living in South Africa, especially those in the political space and those who've got voting power. I want you to listen with your heart and listen carefully to every word that I make with my vocal cords and analyze it with your mind. There's something serious wrong with us Africans. It's heartbreaking when I sit down and analyze what is going on. It's heartbreaking how we claim to see, but at the same time, we are blind.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, guys, I come with a heavy heart because it looks like we as Africans are happy to go through the same cycle over and over again without foresight, without the ability to break these mental chains that are there, because somebody said that the physical chains cannot even compare in comparison what the mental chains are doing to us. So I want to speak today about the children of the same party. I want to speak about the ANC. I want to speak about the EFF. I want to speak about the MK party and why the division between these political parties will make us suffer as people. The EFF people hate the MK people think the EFF people are slow, the EFF people think the MK leadership is old, the ANC thinks that the EFF is attacking them, and the MK is stealing their voters and everything. And I want to give you an analogy today that I want you guys. I wish somebody can hear me today. I wish somebody can hear me. Stop fighting African children. The little fights of party differences are making us suffer as black people in the whole entire continent for that matter. But today we are zooming in on South Africa. The DA, the Democratic Alliance, the Freedom Front Plus and AfriForum are different organizations, two parties with one institution. That institution, AfriForum, falls under an institution that we call a solidarity movement. What the African people have understood is that they need to stand for each other, even though they might differ with some type of political ideology, religious ideology, and whatever educational background, whatever you can name it, they know that they need to consolidate and defend each other. And this skill, we have seen it, that even though me and you know that there are some voters that have left the DA when Mmusi Maimane was the president to the Freedom Front Plus, the same noise was not made in public like it was when members leave the ANC for the MK, the EFF for the MK, or vice versa, or whatever the case can be. These people behind closed doors are in big disagreement and they fight. There's cases in Orania of rape. Some of you don't know. There's a lady who stayed in Orania and she wrote a book of how women, children are being sexually exploited in Orania. Those type of news don't really make it to mainstream media. I know they control mainstream media. Social media is part of the stream media that is there, even though it is not main. There is constant fights in the DA between the white people in the DA who are more right than central than the other whites that are saying, to hell with the black people, let's consolidate and focus on white areas and let's protect our own. The same goes with the Freedom Front Plus that does not make any apology to saying that they defend the Afrikaans culture, the culture of African people. They also go as far as protecting any farmer, no matter what political orientation they have. They will fight for any farmer. They will call upon AfriForum. They will open cases. They will go overseas. They will go through the length of the world, making noise that farm matters are worse than normal matters in South Africa. And they will convince people to fund their campaigns, to self-isolate themselves so that they can be what they can self-dependent from South Africa. They can build their own cities. They can do all of those things. And we know that these people are only 8%, of the population. Now, I then turn around and look at my people, Tina, who are worried about the type of shoes that we are wearing. Not to say that farmers' shoes are cheap, but they're not expensive like the shoes that we wear. We're worried about the type of cars that we wear, we drive. Not to say that the cars that they drive, it is cheap. They say, who said Pan-Africanism and the revolution must produce poor leaders. I know what you're saying, but listen to the point I'm trying to make. The moment one black person makes it, we want to pull them down. And I'm not talking about we, the Paseta family, because in the Paseta family, we understand this disease that has haunted our people for many years. I am saying to you, Africans, can you not see? Because, Tina, the voters, we carry power to unite these three parties. Let me say that again. You missed it. The voters carry the power to instruct and unite these three parties for the sake of the unity of black people. But we are not doing it. We, the voters, are busy defending the egos of our leaders. These ones love Jacob Zuma more than Julius Malema. This one thinks Julius Malema is the angel. This one thinks Cyril Ramaphosa is doing a great job. Tina abantu abamnyama. Tina abantu abamnyama. Sihlulwa yini ukuhlala phansi? King, it's not easy for these parties to sit down together because other parties, the ANC, has been infiltrated by white monopoly capitalism, neoliberalism that is happening there. They have put their claws into the ANC, invested millions behind closed doors, some in cash, bought the souls of the leaders. Now, those leaders, King, how do you expect that we vote with those leaders? Guys, you don't know the power that you have as voters. That power might not fairly and transparently translate into the IEC's ballot paper. But outside the elections, we have the power to put this country into a standstill and demand unity in the black parties. Who's going to lead this unity, King, that you're talking about? Who? Is it Zuma? Zuma is so corrupt. Is it Julius Malema? Julius Malema is a dictator. Is it Cyril Ramaphosa, Fikile Mbalula, Paul Mashatile? Who is going to lead this unity of black people? I am afraid to say that the caliber of leaders that we are talking about, they are too caught up in their own idea of how they think it's best to fix the country, so much that it will take so much, a big sacrifice for them to see that the greater unity of black people is more important than these party colors. And that's why I will always maintain, I've already told you guys that I've voted the EFF, but I'll always maintain I'm refusing to join any political party. The options were there, but I'm refusing, because automatically when you are MK, you must be an EFF enemy. Automatically when you are EFF, you must go against everything that the ANC makes. You must fight them. The DA is a corrupt party. They run Western Cape like a flippin' Winkel. Monies are laundered there in the Western Cape. You will never hear AfriForum reporting on that. In fact, AfriForum was brought in at Tshwane to come and help there as one of the consultants and, one of the business people that can come and advise and do business with the Metro of Tshwane, excuse me. These people are united. That's why somehow I've come to the acceptance that we, the community, have to unite outside political boundaries. You understand? And build Paseta, and build the smart city, and build world-class cities by our own without the help of government. The government can come and say they want to assist in whatever we refuse, because it always comes at a condition of self-praising themselves. I've been there. I'll tell you my story of what happened in COVID when we had a lockdown, and I was owning a gym at that time. I closed the gym. Well, not I closed the gym. Cyril closed the gym by putting level 5 there of the lockdown on the 27th of March in 2020. And the gym was closed because the gym was not an essential business, so it closed. And I opened a shelter. And put street kids in the gym. And I'll tell you one day how government came in and ruined everything that we were doing that at that time. But Solwa until nini? We're going to fight until when? Because I'm saying this because this is not on the background of Busisiwe Mkhwebane leaving the EFF. No, the trend. There is a trend. There is a graph that is showing us which direction all of this is going to end. There's a trend that if you can read things and connect dots, you can see that in the future there will be an altercation. There will be something between EFF members and MK members. If you can see in the future, if you can just predict, man, and say, but here, I don't see this thing ending good. We are going to continue. In 2029 will be 34 years of democracy. We will continue saying that the economy is in the hands of the few. We will continue saying the land is in the hands of the few. We will continue complaining. I wonder if Orania is not stopped, where they will be in 2029. When the solidarity movement are building 2 billion rand worth of a varsity, an Afrikaans varsity in Pretoria, the construction starting in 2026 and it's opening officially in 2028. I wonder what we would have built by that time. Or Tina, we will be still stuck as to who changed the red t-shirt for the green t-shirt, who changed the green t-shirt for the yellow t-shirt, who's in parliament, who's out of parliament. Let's wake up, African people. Let's wake up. I'm tired of reporting on fights between the EFF and the MK. I'm saying to you, there is a bigger picture than this thing of political colors. There is a bigger fight. There is a bigger goal that is bigger than you and me. That at the end of the day, when you pass away, when you die, it doesn't matter which political party you are from. You die a black person with no economical influence. You die a black person with no land. You die a young youth black person who stays with their parents. You die a young youth, it doesn't matter which political party you come from, an unemployed youth. You die a sister killed in the hands of his own brother. You die a sister who's been kidnapped. You die a family that has been slaughtered by your own. It doesn't matter which political party you come from. We as African people need to have a serious conversation. We need to have a serious conversation. We have already started this conversation. And Paseta will be turning 100 days very soon. I'm told we are in day 80 something now. I think 84 and 85, somewhere there. We'll be turning 100 days. When we turn 100 days, the announcements that I'll be making for you guys, I will be asking you to take your faith in Paseta to the next level. Your belief in Paseta to the next level. Because if you go on our website and you see all our goals that we planned for the past 3 months, we set goals for the past 3 months, starting from August, September, October. If you go and check from our website, www.paseta.co.za, we would have achieved all of them, except of course having 10,000 people donating their 50 rands. But even on that regard, we'll be very close. Paseta is going to challenge us as African people. And I know personally that the failure of Paseta will be highlighted like the failure of VPS. The failure of Paseta will be celebrated by my own people than any other people. I don't think the other people even know what we are doing. Okay, they do, but there's a comment on my last video or last two videos. Somebody commented and said, King, I thought you were joking with this Paseta thing, but now I see you are serious. I'm joking in building a Pan-African school for the future generation, building a Pan-African city for the future generation. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, maybe some of the white people also thought that Orania was a joke in 1990. Look at how far they are today. And Tina, the nice thing about it does not have to take us that long. Tina, 5 years is enough. 3 years, we can close the gap and surpass whatever they have done there, as long as we can unite. King, why are you always referring to Orania? Why are you making examples about the D and what? I'm just showing you what other people can do. Thina bantu abamnyama sahluleka. Continue, guys, fighting. You EFF guys, continue insulting Jacob Zuma. You MK people, continue insulting Julius Sillo Malema. Continue. I'm saying at the end, when the election results come out in 2029 and the EFF is at 12% and the MK is at 21%, and you know what they did to those results, you will see that at the end of the day, we are the ones that are losing because of our division. And then it will give the ANC no option but to work with the Democratic Alliance and other, they will call them other government of unity parties. In fact, they might say we are continuing with the parties that we've been leading with in the past 5 years because we are now more experienced. And they will be cutting a lot of ministries and giving them to the Democratic Alliance. Me and you of the EFF and the MK will be sitting outside again. And one of those parties, the EFF and the MK, is going to sell in and join the government of confusion. So vuka nina bantu abamnyama. When are we going to wake up? I hope you can take this message and share it and ask black people to stop fighting. I know I don't have the power to close these political parties and open one. But for me, going on the ballot paper with 3 different colors for black people, and I'm just saying 3 because it's the top 3. There's more. There's still UDM, there's still ATM, there's still the National Colored Congress, there's still, there's so many divisions of us black people that it's not funny. It's not funny. As a Pan-Africanist, it breaks my heart because the pattern is repeating itself. So I ask again, what is it going to take for us African people to unite? That is why somehow I don't have too much faith in the political system. I don't. That's why I say outside politics, let's meet. Let's build the school. Let's build the city. Let's show them how we can do it. And those who believe in us will join us. Those who are doubting will watch from a distance. And we will show them that we can do it. Great news are coming. the way of Paseta. In fact, I can give that announcement today, but I'll give the announcement when I get to 100 days. But what I can assure you guys is that go to our website www.paseta.co.za and look at the goals that we have set for Paseta, and you will see when I say we would have achieved all of them, besides the one goal of having 10,000 people donate 50 rand, then your mind will tell you what is the great announcement that I want to make. Thank you so much for everyone that is supporting. Let me put your names on the screen again. The people who've been supporting with 200 rands, 1,000 rand, 300 rands, 50 rand. I saw a donation of 20 rand, touched my heart. I think the lowest donation I saw was a 10 rand, touched my heart. Like, yes, this person found it fit that this 10 rand must come to Paseta. I will not disappoint you. And I'm telling you, the team that I'm working with, exceptional human beings. Exceptional. So I'll be making this announcement very soon. We'll be having our grand fundraising event. Prepare yourself. Don't worry, it will be in 2025, early 2025. But be ready for that. The date will be out soon. I think towards the end of November, December, the date and the tickets will be out, and then you guys can come and see the beautiful achievement of Black unity through Paseta. I'm telling you. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I'm very blessed to be in this position to lead this Paseta dream. I'm very blessed. Because I see myself as a nobody. That's the thing. It's just a vessel that our ancestors is using for us to prosper. You know, so nini na, the God above all gods is giving us this power to unite as African people. It's our time. We have cried enough tears. We have fought enough wars. We have been changed for far too long. It is time for us as Africans to show our greatness once again. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.